The 3C's framework is a simple yet powerful diagnostic tool that helps marketers answer three fundamental questions. Who are we serving, and who are we battling against? Think of it like a doctor's checkup. The doctor checks the patient's health, reviews the patient's lifestyle and symptoms, and looks at any infections or illnesses in the environment. Strategically, the framework provides a balanced view that prevents tunnel vision. It forces the manager to align internal capabilities with external demand and competitive pressure, turning raw data into a clear strategic purpose such as market entry, product launch, or repositioning. Company analysis looks inward. The VRIO model asks, is a resource valuable, rare, costly to imitate, and supported by organization? For example, Netflix's proprietary recommendation algorithm is valuable, drives engagement, rare, few rivals have a comparable system, hard to imitate, built on massive data, and the firm is organized to exploit it. Culture of data-driven decisions. To complement VRIO, you calculate key financial ratios. Return on equity, ROE equals net income divided by shareholders' equity, shows how efficiently the firm turns owners' money into profit. Current ratio equals current assets divided by current liabilities, measures short-term liquidity. Debt to equity equals total debt divided by shareholders' equity, indicates financial risk. These numbers act like vital signs, letting you see if the company is healthy enough to pursue a new strategy. Customer analysis starts with segmentation, dividing the market into distinct groups based on demographics, age, income. Psychographics values lifestyle, behavior, purchase frequency, or geography. Imagine a coffee shop that serves three segments: busy professionals, high price, quick service; students, discounts, free Wi-Fi; and retirees, comfort, seating, low noise. Targeting means picking one or more segments to focus on. After selecting a target, you estimate the customer lifetime value, CLV. A simple CLV formula is CLV equals sigma profit sub T times 1 plus R raised to the negative T, where profit sub T is the profit expected in period T and R is the discount rate. For a student segment that spends $30 per month with a 20% profit margin, stays on average 2 years, and R equals 10%, CLV is approximately $30 times 0.2 times 12 times open parenthesis 1 minus open parenthesis 1 plus 0.1 close parenthesis to the negative 2 close parenthesis divided by 0.1, which is about $648. This quantifies how valuable each segment truly is. Competitor analysis quantifies the external pressure. Market share is calculated as firm sales divided by total industry sales. If a smartphone maker sells 5 million units while the total market sells 25 million, its share is 20%. Growth rate, often expressed as CAGR, shows how fast the competitive landscape is shifting. CAGR equals ending value divided by beginning value, raised to the 1 over n minus 1, where n is the number of years. Next, integrate Porter's 5 forces. Threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitutes, and rivalry among existing firms. In the ride-hailing industry, the threat of new entrants is medium because technology barriers are low but network effects are high. Supplier power drivers is moderate because they can switch platforms. Buyer power is high because riders can choose between Uber, Lyft, or local apps. Combining these metrics paints a vivid picture of competitive intensity. Explanation: a quantitative scoring model turns qualitative judgments into a numeric ranking. First, assign weights to each C based on strategic importance. For example, company equals 0.4, customer equals 0.35, competitor equals 0.25. Next, rate each subcriterion on a 1 to 5 scale. Suppose we have 3 criteria: VRIO score company, CLV score customer, market share score competitor. The weighted score is total equals W1 times S1 plus W2 times S2 plus W3 times S3. Example: W1 equals 0.4, S1 equals 4, W2 equals 0.35, S2 equals 5, W3 equals 0.25, S3 equals 3. Total equals 0.4 times 4 plus 0.35 times 5 plus 0.25 times 3 equals 1.6 plus 1.75 plus 0.75 equals 4.10 out of 5. A higher total suggests the firm is well-positioned. This matrix lets you compare multiple strategic options side by side with a single number. SWOT synthesis merges the 3C findings into a coherent picture. Strengths are internal assets highlighted by the VRIO analysis, for example, proprietary technology. Weaknesses are internal gaps, for example, low current ratio. Opportunities arise from customer insights, high CLV segments, or unmet needs discovered in segmentation. Threats stem from competitor forces, aggressive rivals with rising market share or powerful suppliers. By mapping each 3C element to a SWOT quadrant, you create a narrative that flows from data to strategic implication, making it easier to justify recommendations to senior leadership. A positioning map visualizes where a firm sits relative to competitors on two axes that matter to the target customers. Common axes are price versus quality, innovation versus tradition, or convenience versus service. Using the 3C insights, you choose axes that reflect the most salient customer drivers. For instance, a premium electric vehicle maker might plot battery range horizontal against price vertical. The map shows the firm's relative advantage long-range moderate price and highlights gaps low-price high-range segment where a new product could be launched. The map becomes a decision-making tool for branding and product development. When faced with a case exam, follow this structured checklist. Define the market size growth key players. Gather 3C data, perform VRIO segment CLV, calculate market share, and 5 forces. Score each C using the weighted matrix. Synthesize into SWOT and identify strategic issues. Develop alternatives, for example, market entry, product, line extension, cost, leadership. Recommend the option with the highest weighted score and support it with numbers from the analysis. This framework ensures you cover every angle, stay organized, and present a logical data-driven answer that examiners love. Common pitfalls include a data overload without prioritization, listing every ratio, but never linking it to strategy, period. B, ignoring the organization part of VRIO, which leads to overestimating strengths, period. C, using static market share while the market is rapidly changing, period. D, failing to weight the 3C components, making the scoring arbitrary, period. Scoring rubrics used by professors typically award points for clarity of framework introduction, 10%, period. Depth and accuracy of each C analysis, 30%, period. Quantitative rigor, 20%, period. Logical synthesis into SWOT/positioning, 20%, period. Actionable recommendation with justification, 20%, period. Following the rubric keeps your answer balanced and maximizes marks, period.